Hello friends, I'm back to complete something which has been pending, which is to speak about the Kalevala or Kalevala um, seasonal heroes, the epic and the rare ones. I have spoken about the legendary, and the response of our player community has been fantastic. My candor and analysis has been appreciated, and I thank each one for your kind words. And it is really encouraging when I see that kind of a response, and enables me to make more. I hope everybody's enjoying the seasonal quest, completing the rare, epic, and the legendary. I'm already seeing many avatars on many profiles, within the game, in rankings and various other sources. So that shows that many people have already completed the legendary. I am in the middle of epic currently. Now, let's dive into the hero conversations. I'm going to do the epic first and then the rare heroes. So we have got Meliki or Mieliki. There are many ways to pronounce, but Meliki is what comes to me. She clearly is a lady, and nature, hero, average speed, druid class. When look at the family bonus, it's the same, available to 1, 2, 3 heroes. Passive is again the same, 15 health, 15 mana when the health is low. And I read somewhere that low health means 30%. Also, one of the indications of low health is when it turns red under the hero. So the moment that health bar turns red, that's low health. That's my understanding. Correct me if I am wrong. Obviously, she being nature, her stuff becomes stronger against the fire element. Now we move to the stats. So 614, 648, and 1440. So 614, 648 is average regular stat of attack and defense, but 1440 is very clearly high health. Compare when I look at 5 stars, and she is a 4-star. So this is very high attack, and there is a reason for that. Let's dive into the special. So the special is called Sprite Ballad. She summons a sprite of the forest minion for all allies with 15 HP and 10 attack inherited from the caster. So I would say it's neither weak and neither very strong. It's somewhere in between minion. The sprite of the forest minion gives plus 20 mana generation for its owner for as long as the minion has sprite of the forest minions. This effect can't be dispelled, so undispellable, but this minion gives plus mana gen, which is actually excellent, speeds up the hero. All enemies get minus 24 attack for 4 turns, and against fire the status becomes uncleansable and lasts 2 turns longer. So very clearly when I read this, she is a support hero, and being a support hero, it now makes sense to see her defense being high. In the 4-star range, 648 is a decent defense, and health being very high. So there you go. Is this hero good? I would say, I don't know. I mean, for my kind of a style of play, I may not level up this hero as of now. I'm open to learning and discovering, and there are heroes that I have leveled up much later as I have learned to play the game and style. Friends, I heard some comments as to the element that these heroes are strong against, and even the family bonus, that what is the relevance of that. Well, Kalevala heroes can be used on defense, where they will deliver better because of them being strong against the element that they are normally going to be weak on. And of course, we know the benefits that they can bring potentially when used on offense. So, I mean, every special has its own logic, and we just got to find our way how to engage that particular aspect of the special. Yeah, there is the second one. So we have the second epic hero is a fire hero, and he's got a fiery sword. So the name is Lemmin Kainen. So Lemmin Kainen is a dude, fiery dude, and a warrior. Barbarian, average speed. The family bonus is more active against ice. Passive is still the same. Now, as we go and look at the stats, so 646 attack, 616 defense, and 1421, which is a high health. The other two are normal stats for a 4-star, and you can clearly see the attack is high and the defense is a little lower, primarily because this is an attack hero, so he needs to be whacked. Going into the specials is Flaming Sword. He deals 285 damage to the target and minor damage to the nearby. So minor damage will be about 142.5 if I do an exact. To the nearby. The target and nearby enemies receive 196 burn damage over 4 turns. So that's roughly around 49 burn damage per turn. Against ice characters, this effect becomes obviously uncleansable and lasts 2 turns extra. So burn carries on. So he is one hero that I pulled when I did that day 1 summon of, I think 14 summons I did from the epic hero tokens that I had. And I still haven't started leveling him up, but I will do 1 copy of this fellow for play in, I would say, tournaments is where it comes, because now the roster has hard hitters, heavy hitters in from season 1 Scarlet, Colin. Then I look at Slayers, that's Cillian, Audhan. I look at War of Three Kingdoms, Babe, Sun, Sanjiang. So there are these heroes that I use more frequently. But that doesn't reduce the value of Lemmin Kainen. He is a decent hero, just not fitting in my play in a significant way. And when I'm looking at the 2 epics, I don't feel that massive rush the way I felt, in terms of excitement, seeing the legendary heroes, because those heroes can compete with existing heroes. So that's the feeling I have currently. I am open to discovering and learning, but the play with epic heroes is limited, so I'm going to leave it till there. Let's catch. So those are the 2 epics. Let's start with the rare hero. This dude is an ice hero, Joe Kahainen. I'm in Croatia, so Jau Kahainen, it will become J becomes Yeah. So, many times when I'm looking at names, I sound off as Yo Kahainen. Then I have to say, no, it's Joe Kahainen, because the world sees J as J. Now, moving forward, he is Monk, and average speed. Family bonus activates against nature, and passive is the same. Now, I move to the stats, 465, 472, and 877. I would say good stats. When I say good stats, it's good stats for a 3-star. Not very high. I would not say top quality, but good stats. Also, when I see defense is high, which means there is a purpose this hero serves to have a better defense. Obviously, we can use emblems and limit breakers if we find value in the hero to really raise these stats to a crazy level. Now, what does this hero do? So his special is Arrows of Fury. He's an archer very clearly, and a special kind of an archer. Why special? He first dispels buffs from all enemies. So we have got a blue ice debuffer. Deals 165 damage to all enemies. All enemies are immune to new status effect buffs for 4 turns. So he locks them up for 4 turns and he locks the nature fellows for 2 turns extra, and that is uncleansable. So this is a good hero for a rare fellow. Firstly, he hits all. So this 465 can be really whack up. The good part is one can go straight into an attack route for this file because the defense is already well reinforced, and there will be, I think, few nodes that will automatically slip into the defense. So this will go up, and in case LBs are used, because I see this hero being deserving of limit breakers, because he will be used quite a bit because he damages, hits, and dispels. So I mean, maybe multiple copies of this guy will be done, but I have got him, so I am going to do 1 copy, level up, and I'm going to limit break this fellow also, because there is a brilliant utility of this particular hero, and I would want this hero to survive. He will survive because he dispels first, but also I would like this hero to survive for, doing this multiple times, because he's average speed, so he needs a little extra time. So that's Joka Heinen. Reminded of the Avalon's Bao-chan, who is very good with his mana reduction and good utility in Rush. Similarly, this guy will be useful, very useful in buff booster. So there is a strong utility there. I'm going to go to the other one. First look on this hero, and I was creeped out because that's Miles, the rodent. Oh. But okay, jokes apart, I love the name of this hero. Para is a dark 3-star rogue class, which means dodges and family bonus, passive, Going into the stats, Para's stats are similar to the stats of Joka Heinen. And that again shows that this hero is clearly a support. When the defense is high, there is a support aspect to it. And when I look at Joka Heinen, there is an attack which is not so significantly high, but there is a support aspect to it also. So there you go. Now I move forward into the card. It's Familiar Witchcraft. Okay, it recovers 32 health for all allies, and all enemies get minus 24 attack. So, and the holy characters get the same status effect for 2 turns extra, and it's uncleansable. My feeling is the status effect becomes uncleansable for all the 4+2 or for only the last 2 or the 2 extra. Gotta check that out. So I would say Para again, we already have a dark healer. I forget her name. Yep, I remember. Aldrin from the Clash of Knights. She's a similar healer that gives a reduced healing ailment. So depends on situation. Healers are always useful, and depends on situation to situation, whether one wants to curb attack or whether one wants to curb health healing, and one takes a healer according to that. Also, at 3-star level, I feel that a lot of 3 stars are have less utility. So Para, I don't have, and I don't know whether I would level up Para, and I will explain why. So we have, I'm going to go into my roster, and this is how things are. So Gilra, I wasn't remembering the name Gilra. Now Gilra technically is a good hero. I did not level Gilra for the first 18 months of my gameplay. Why? Not because she's not a good hero, but because she was a useless hero for me. Why? Very situational, very specific, that can be used in specific type of tournaments, because she is slow speed, she cleanses, and she gives those 2 ailments of defense and attack. Do I want a hero like that? No. I had Tyrum, who could cleanse, and now obviously we have multiple other heroes that also cleanse. But early days, she was the only one that was available. So some players would level her up, but for me, roster space was important. Every feeder was important because I was building my roster. So she was the most useless hero. And then, just for the heck of it, and I do remember a couple of arguments with so called senior players or who would say, dude, that's a great hero. And I said, I defer because it depends on where you are in the gameplay, at what level, and what are your roster options. So here is the reality of Gilra. I don't use her, which means she's going to be fed away one day. Because now I already have multiple heroes that give defense down, that give attack down, and that cleanse. We do know that dude called Treville, right? So there it is. Hence, this is the rationale that I'm as. It's utility, but depends again on your roster. So I think I've spoken a lot, but I wanted to explain the context because my videos are not just about plainly reading the card that each player, each buddy out there is able to do, and many might be able to do it better than me also. But the point is certain contexts which enable me to make decisions and make choices which enable and support my gameplay forward. Not that I don't make mistakes, I do make mistakes. I realize now from the Gilra option, I should have never leveled up Gilra because I did not do it for the first 18 months. Which means if I don't use a hero for 18 plus months of my gameplay, I don't need the damn hero. Food for thought. So there you go. I have spoken again some very personalized thought process. I hope there is value in it and you can feel free and are most welcome to share your feedback and share your comments. What do you think? I will be happy to be corrected wherever I feel there needs to be correction. And wish you a nice day. And thank you very much for listening to me. And see you in the next video. Cheers.